Welcome everyone to the Razor Aerial Tussle Grand Final. It's been a while to get here. Pretty cool tournament actually. The finals are between Labude and Patty. They've come through a pretty difficult tournament. It was basically a tournament of a bunch of different single elimination brackets, scoring a bunch of points based on your performance in those brackets, and the top performing players eventually cut to one last single elimination bracket, which we are at the pointy end of now with both players in the final. So we've already had the coin flip. Patty has won the coin flip, so they'll be sending. I'm going to deafen both players, and you guys can get going. So good luck, have fun. All right. Oh, of course, I didn't mention that Mother Love's with me. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Mother Love.
How you doing? I'm here. Yeah, good. Very happy to be here. Did I understand that correctly, that both players are German?
Kind of. They're both living in Germany. We can say that much.
Okay. What is this base game starting hand?
I'm a
no
huge
gold
Titmouse
fan.
Oh, it's gonna be a long day. I love that.
And we have common yellow float in tray.
Yeah, so I think pretty good start here for Patty. You get some plus food. You've got good draw on the yellow throat, which is always nice. Says Phoebe could be a nice
extra
play
food.
later.
I really like Says Phoebe because it's 2 eggs immediately. Well, depends how early you play it, because it could be good for the last end of round, but it could be good early mid game just for the extra tempo.
Yeah,
and goes quite well with the forest bird in play.
Fully agreed. And what do we have on Labude? Say, well, three different draw options. Mallard, the Australian Shelduck, and the green pygmy goose. Probably one of those three and nothing else.
Best.
Well, I've been having thoughts around this green pygmy goose lately. But yeah, I kind of think that Mallard is probably going to be the key pair. Kestrel with Falconer, though, I can kind of get behind that. It's kind of nice for EOR too. Don't hate that at all.
Yeah. Field columns as well. But I mean, 7 points for 2 food, always worth keeping, I think. Especially if there's... Like, Mallard is cheap and there's nothing else in the starting hand that's really interesting.
Yeah, they might be looking at this
how much...
Falcon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's foolish to give up plus cards.
I was gonna say an Inkadov, but not entirely sure. If you have Falconer, Inkadov could be decent late game.
I don't think you need to go out and grab it. I mean, you know your opponent's going to grab Yellow Throat. You know you're going to be able to play Mallard. You know you're going to be able to draw. But yeah. Pretty reasonable keeps on both sides there, I think.
I think arguably you could have kept one extra bird just to get the 2 nectars immediately.
Yeah, possibly. Although I think going after nectar early on is a little bit overrated. I think there's plenty of time in the game to build up nectar. So no rush.
Plus the bird feeder varies so widely.
Exactly, yeah.
Is the chicken a keep or always a keep? I mean, I think in this case, if you have already good food and good draw secured, you might as well keep the chicken and you have sort of a win condition, you know. Or at least it contributes to your win condition.
So interesting, we're seeing the Great Race of Flycatcher coming first. I guess that means Pat's gonna go for this. I think he's gonna go food, play Yellow Throat, and then flip the tray, which I don't mind. I think that's kind of nice.
Yeah, too. Yeah, normally I always try and get
That's a big find.
Oh, that's very good with Falconer as well. Not taking the Peregrine Falcon though, and well, I guess there's no risk of the tray being reset immediately since there's no Waterbird there.
Correct, yeah.
But that's why I always play Waterbird straight away.
I am a huge Goldcrest fan, so to see this bird come up this early on with extra cards.
Same. I love Goldcrest.
We can see a lot of fun here. Goldcrest is like, I don't know. I think this bird is really fun. And we're seeing it played. Oh, yes.
It's the only difficult thing with Goldcrest is for me is actually getting the eggs for it. But I think Goldcrest also enables a lot of like cool otherwise niche birds like wet kites. Cassowary is also really good with Goldcrest.
Yeah, for sure. Black-headed gull. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. I don't think Labude goes for it, but guess we see it. Taking the Falcon. Taking the Falcon? Maybe not taking the Falcon? Thinking they've still got some time left? I think they've got time left. I think Goldcrest, more than anything else, buys him so much time to just dig. Just dig a little bit. You know you don't have to worry about like playing birds in the forest because anything terrible you draw can be turned into basically free player
Yeah, yeah.
bird actions. I really like what they're doing now. Barn Owl's good
Ooh, Bounce
find.
Barrel's pretty Barnell, yeah. Barnell's pretty decent as well. Now I wonder, like from a strategy standpoint, if it's better to draw Peregrine and risk a Rule 16 while opponent doesn't have a Waterbird down. Or if
Ooh,
you draw it now that they do have a Waterbird down and can potentially reset the tray.
I don't know. I think the oh, gonna take the Black-chinned Hummingbird for Omni. Okay, yeah, sure. Bring some more Omni birds as well. I mean, not fantastic
Mm-hmm.
ones. Stella's J is kind of average, and Honey Buzzard's not really helping the game much at all. But they are
Honey
Omni
Buzzard
birds.
is kind of terrible, in my opinion.
I
Stella's Day
think
is pretty decent.
in this particular situation, it's extra terrible because you're getting additional worms, which you already have an abundance of. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's more of the same. And so, unless we happen to stumble into Common Swift or something, probably not going to get too
No.
much value by Malifaux.
Well, I'm biased. I really like the Malfowl, but would it? Yeah, I think it could have been decent.
You need a few more things to go in your favor to make it really work. But yeah, Black Gem Hummingbird into the grasslands. That's a unsurprising decision.
It's more eggs. Would you have played in the wetland or?
I'm just surprised to see it played at all.
I mean, if you do have Omnivore, which he
Yeah,
does,
I hear you. I
it's
think
quite a few
it's.
points.
I just feel like it's a bit early to be playing a bird like that when maybe there are other things you want to do in this game. I guess with the way that they're going, they're going to play Stella's J.
Stelge does suffer a little bit from the fact that when you play it, you kind of just gonna get fewer nectars throughout the game if you want to do the power. At least
Yeah,
that's usually
exactly.
what happens.
Yeah, you have to trade nectars for points basically, which is not always ideal. Do you think we're going to see Ruddy
Ruddy
Duck
Duck play
here?
probably. Yeah, for
I like
sure.
Ruddy Duck. I know it's
I
more
mean,
expensive than Mandarin Duck, but I think it's still really valuable. It's saving you so many turns of drawing, finding you the good
seeing
cards to play.
15 cards is so powerful.
I agree. Finding that key
It is a
bird,
bit expensive. It's a little bit harder to justify. Because hey, if he had Mandarin Duck, he could have played it with Gold Quest.
yeah, would have been a little bit easier to get down, but I think it's still generally quite a strong bird to be playing, I think.
Oh,
Or
Eagle
even
Owl.
Eagle Owl. I mean, surely.
Well,
That is
between
so
Eagle Owl
good.
and nah, Bobbling's not that good. And I always like those birds that give extra eggs on Oceania board. I think mid game they can be really strong. But Eagle Owl, surely you have to go for it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Bobolink is very attractive as well, but I think Eagle Owl is potentially the best predator in the forest. Controversial opinion, maybe. I think its reliability is just so much better than Forest Owlet, and I think I value it really highly. Especially with Falconer, it seems so easy to justify playing this bird. Like so easy.
Well, arguably, caching food is more powerful than tucking cards. It's
That is
it's
true.
it does a bonus card and it's less explorable by like Goldfinch and Snow Bunting, but
That is
it's
true.
very niche.
I do think that's like the consistency of Eagle Owl is what I really value. I mean, Forest Owlet can go crazy, but Eagle Owl usually is good for about 1.5 tucks, usually.
Man,
We
there's
see
quite a
Labude
few
just getting going.
Falcon birds already. There
Yeah,
is
yeah. I mean, even the Eleanor's
Eleonora
Falcon.
Falcon as well, yeah.
Yeah. And again, the
Which
Goldcrest is buying so much
technically
time.
could have an attractive power, but I don't think you can do it with the hopes of it ever activating.
No, for sure. I mean, you're drawing it because it's an 8-point bird with Falconer. Nothing super interesting found
Wilson
for Patty
Sniper
on the
and
draw.
Sandpiper.
Yeah. Lurk Eat. I wonder if that's tempting for anyone. Probably not. Never
I
mind.
think it's a little bit. I would have thought it's a little bit late. Ooh, well, we never say
Labude
no
is
to a
finding a lot of good
9-point
stuff.
bird.
No, I mean Frigate Bird is incredible. I mean that's a good find. I mean my consideration for Labude right now is basically I think they win this end of round because they've got the best access to the cavity nest. But it's a bit
Hmm.
awkward to work that in with Goldcrest, and I'm not sure how they're going to do it. So I'm kind of watching that with a great deal of interest.
He did throw away Inkadov.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Um,
Well, he didn't take it actually, but no white-headed duck. You got to take
ooh,
that. You have to take that.
that would have been good with Omnivore as well.
More
And another Falcon.
more Omni Falconiverse. This is actually wild. This is actually wild.
Rufus Owl is the better West Predator. I don't know about that. I think Rufus Owl is super good. But I've certainly run into situations where the tray is bad and you can't reset it, and then you just have a guaranteed no activation, you know.
I do think Rufus Owl is very good. I think that Great Horned Owl, White Belly Sea Eagle, birds that you can kind of justify playing. You don't care if they hit too much
Hmm.
because there are already so many points. So
But the
all
thing
very good
is,
options.
for me, Eagle Owl and Forest Outlet, they do tend to average more than 1 point per activation.
They should, yeah. Although, don't look at my recent Forest Outlet games. That guy's betrayed me
I-
all
I've
but one
had
game.
some really bad Forest Outlet games as well.
Now this is just going to be a podcast about the Forest Outlet, isn't it?
Everyone has all kinds of opinion on which which Predator bird is the best one.
All right, I want some opinions on this Peaceful Dove. What do you think about this bird?
I've I was very excited about it when Oceania was just released, but I've never found it to be that useful in game as time went by. Just because early game it just makes your access to food so difficult.
I think it's by far and away the most difficult alternative egg bird to use in the forest. I think Patty has a setup where you can use it, like Stella's J can, instead
Hmm.
of caching, get the extra seed to get the egg. And it looks like he's probably going to be able to find some utility out of it, which is really nice. And the Buddha is actually going to go for the rainbow lorikeet, so get a little bit more extra food going. I understand.
I understand, but I don't like it. Uh, I think when you have Gold Quest, he already has so many birds that can go into forest already. If you get to 4 food in a go, I don't think you need the extra food from Lorikeet necessarily.
I agree. I think you can maybe justify it from a perspective of I want to win the nectar as well
Yeah,
as
yeah. I
get the
was
extra
thinking
food.
that as well.
Um, yeah, I would have probably gone Eagle Owl, but I can see the ankle for lorikeet for sure. Maybe Eagle Owl will be the last bird played.
Hmm.
But Labude
I
again
guess
has
it's
to
an
worry about this
extra.
egg end of round. Like how do they construct these last two turns to qualify and win this end of round? Um, given that they don't have any additional eggs to work with, it's a little bit awkward.
Well, probably lay eggs and play Eleanor's Falcon, if I had to guess.
Yeah, entirely
Because you only
possible.
need two. And that's the
And
only bird he has food for.
I guess that's the Goldcrest again, providing a little bit of extra time, being able to play the extra wetlands bird, knowing that you can get whatever you need down in the forest very, very quickly.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm happy to see Gold Quest played. It's a very underrated bird. I think
I
birds like that, like I remember talking with Jord a long time ago about Bonelli's eagle, and he said that not only is Bonelli's eagle cheap, but it also allows you to see more cars. And I think it's kind of the same with Gold Quest.
I agree. I really, really think Goldcrest is really strong. So I'm full team Goldcrest with you on this one. I think
Didn't see my bonus
definitely
card as well.
underrated. I was Enclosure Builder or Backyard Birder, I think.
Okay,
So not great for Pat,
one bird
unfortunately.
qualifying. Leo, the bird I've never seen played in a competitive game.
Which bird? Sorry, Little Owl.
The little owl, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
I
was
mean, you
just
don't.
thinking, oh, no, another falconer bird,
It's
but
not a
no.
falconer bird. Yeah, it's such a scam bird. I like there. It does get a little bit of new life in the British expansion though, because the tawny owl you can tuck it under the tawny owl for the extra cash.
Ah, yeah. That's a very mild buff, to be honest. But
Oh,
Paddy
poor little
being
owl.
quite smart with the egg placement, like
Ooh.
securing the cup nests, knowing that for the rest of the game he's probably gonna be able to take eggs away from the peaceful dove. So maybe he never has to lay eggs again and still qualify for the last end of round.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's acknowledging that they're losing this end of round and then playing for end of round 4 to at least qualify. Maybe they can even launch a challenge on it depending on how things roll out. Because Labude's eggs access is really not good. If I do have one criticism, it is that the egg situation is not great over there. Um, Interesting set of birds here to pick from. I wonder if it's just blue
Yeah,
throat for the big points, or I wonder if the
I
sulfur
would.
crested is gonna be tempting.
My first thought would have been blue throat for the big points. I think sulfur crested plus gold quest seems a bit excessive.
I agree. I think that's the correct choice as well. I was thinking maybe there's an angle where you have sulfur crested as your last bird in the forest and put the eagle owl into your grasslands, but I think this is the much more sane play.
Is turkey vulture a play here?
If this was the start of round 2, I think it might have been. Could have been quite fun. But White Crested Laughing Thrush coming in for Pat. Turn a couple more cards into points, which is nice. More
Never
guaranteed
seldomly see
seeds.
bird. Well, it's not
Yeah,
guaranteed. It's from the bird feeder.
as I've heard from. Really? That's annoying.
Yeah, yeah,
I
it's
always get.
surprising every time.
Yeah, I always get confused. Like, there's one of them that's from supply, and one of them is from feeder. So that's annoying. But you'd hope that it's going to deliver a consistent stream of seeds. But then I do wonder how it's going to clash with Stella's J. So we need a couple favorable feeder rolls, I think, to kind of make this all work. That's a favorable feeder roll, but I'm pretty sure a Pat was after some nectar there.
Yeah, man, Labude has good birds to play, but X situation is really slowing him down
Yeah,
quite a lot.
Peaceful Dove's really doing some work. That's really freeing up Pat's game.
hmm
Um, really,
I'm
it's just a
wondering
question. Go
how
ahead.
worth it an option it would be to play one of those predator birds in the grassland so you can get free eggs by throwing away food. Partridge,
Yeah,
surely it's not too late for partridge, right?
I don't know. It's a tough call. I think you're getting like one usage out of it probably. And you never
Yeah,
have to
one
lay
or
eggs
two.
again. I think
One or
like with 10
two.
turns left in the game and 5 birds to play, it's asking a bit much.
Hmm. Is a straps I can
Oh,
aussi
sorry.
play instead.
There's an extra turn. There's an extra turn because I forgot this is a no-goal game.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe you will get the extra partridge activation. That could be interesting.
And two. Yeah. I would wager partridge sees 2 activation if it gets played. So
Big
9 eggs every
decision.
time.
Yeah, get it into the
Yeah, I
game
would have done the same.
immediately.
I would have done the
I
same.
agree. It's worth
Not
overpaying
really
because
worried about food.
exactly, not worried about food. Just get it in, throw a card, get your 6 eggs down, and then get your last forest bird into the game. I don't know if it's going to be the eagle owl anymore. It should be. But I could also see an angle where
Um.
maybe you can play it into the grasslands now because the partridge with the eagle owl could
mhm.
make for some very big last 2 turns. So I guess we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
I was thinking the same thing because surely Labude is looking into 3 columns now. So it's either going to be the burnout or the eagle owl. And I think both angles are equally valid.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that is the rest of the game. You like probably play a Strapia because you can with Goldcrest, and then you play the other 2 predators, and then you lay eggs. Could work.
Um. Yeah. How many turns? One, two. You still have, I think, Frigate Bird is still a worthwhile play. King Whale.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
you can
know.
get
I
Frigate
would
Bird
still,
in,
I
it'd
would
be
still
good.
prefer playing those birds, to be honest.
If you can get Frigate Bird in, absolutely. I just don't know if you can. And the value of the partridge is, you know, if you can manage the eggs properly, that can make this a very scary looking grasslands end. But either way works. I guess actually white-headed duck. I forgot about that. That's probably the other play that you have to make, and then kind of judge based on the bonus cards, I suppose.
Does Canvasback do anything here? It's 6 points, it's a cup nest, and it's a ground enclosure builder.
Yeah. It's one of these weird canvas back angles because it qualifies for a bunch of stuff rather than being a good bird.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, 4 star nest, star space is not so much now, but in base game, just that alone made it so powerful some of the time.
Yeah, it's
A
good for
weird
everything
collection
except
of
its
birds for
ability.
party.
Barn owl into the forest. I think that makes sense. I think if this eagle owl's getting played, throw it into the grasslands at this point.
Mhm.
Probably not going to see too many more forest activations, but I guess it remains to be seen.
I would have guessed that aiming for 3 columns was the goal,
They still
but
can. They have plenty of time still to do that. They can take food and play another bird. That's not a problem.
yeah.
But the luxury of that no goal round one buying both players a little bit more time than they might have expected.
Wait and game for Pally. I mean, I think you want to play Quested Ibis and try and time it so that Labude can get a bonus card from it.
Yeah,
But other than that, Canvasback says Phoebe. You don't really have much.
they did a lot of drawing while we were talking about Labude's board, and they just weren't finding anything. It's a really
Mm.
frustrating situation. Like when you've got this like super powerful forest setup, getting everything that you need, generating all the eggs you could possibly want, but just nothing to play with it. Like no good birds, and then you keep going back to the deck, seeing what you can find, and you just don't find anything. Super frustrating. You just got to make the best of a really bad situation now.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to remember that their
Yeah,
bonus cards aren't that great. I mean, Omni is a strong bonus card, but they're currently only sitting on 4 points for that.
Enclosure Builder is unlikely to be done.
It's looking tough, yeah. Crested Ibis, I think this is probably the best Crested Ibis timing he's going to find for the rest of the game, so... And finds ESP.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's
a
not
good
bad.
find. That's a good find.
The struggle with
This...
birds that Quested Ibis is that you never know if your opponent cares about the cards they have in hand. Ooh, play it
No! Ah,
for the same amount of points as ESP.
yeah, that's painful. Yeah, Eagle Owl into the grasslands.
The Kestrel pulling its weight on Pellet Dissector here.
Yeah, you're it's contributing to the team. Let's just ignore White Belly Sea Eagle overperforming for a moment, but yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, the
For Yellow
Kestrels...
Hammers, probably not in the cards.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the dream round one pull, but like at round four, it's kind of a bunch of very mediocre options. But the Kestrel, maybe. It's 3
Carry on
points, I guess.
Crow. 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
wow.
4, 5. Still worth it. It's an
With
8-point
Omni?
bird right now.
Yeah, with Omni.
Yeah, with Oni.
Mm-hmm.
So 11-point bird.
Oh, Labude's gonna take these instead. Okay. I figured they would be content with what they have and just finish the game, but maybe they're thinking...
I wonder if that's a deny.
I wonder as well, because I was
But
thinking, oh, maybe they're thinking they want to play the hobby over the Goldcrest, but then that would make qualifying this end of round very, very difficult for them. So maybe that's not the angle. Oh, but you could play it over the Lorikeet. That could be the angle.
that could be good, yeah. I don't know about denying birds when your opponent already has like 6 birds in hand. Ooh, great egret.
Egret. Okay, so that's salvaging something. Because like Woodcock is going to qualify. Woodcock canvasback. He's still one short. Maybe something can be pulled
What are
together.
you
I don't know.
counting right now? Oh, you're counting for the enclosure builder.
Enclosure builder, yeah.
Nah, you have to give up on it.
Yeah, it's going to be really painful because you want to play Woodcock, you want to play Canvasback, and it's going to put you one away from being able to qualify for it, which is really painful.
Is Canvasback gonna see play? I think
think
Woodcock
so.
says maybe Great Egret with something else.
Yeah, Great Egret into the Canvasback, probably.
Ah, yeah, Great Egret to Canvasback. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. Getting
Because
rid of
Purple
Frigate
Gallinule
Bird.
is Well, actually, yeah, Purple Garnier is still potentially.
Oh yeah, Gallineal is also a player. It just depends on the food that they have available to them. We're already between Woodcock, Gallineal, Great Egret. We're already asking, and Says Phoebe, we're asking for 12 food. I don't know if they're going to be able to get to 12. We'll see. We'll see.
They were more like 7 food at most.
Yeah,
With
well, this is
5
why I'm sitting
eggs.
up here. I'm not going to do the calculation to figure out whether they can afford
1, 2,
12
3,
food or not.
4. Yeah, they can afford it for sure.
Yep, in goes the hobby.
Actually, I'm
Hobby
accounting
overload
for
cute.
two balls. Good hobby, and that's one more for the Carrion Crow.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge. Imagine if this was like earlier in the
Yeah,
game, like this
I
carrying
was
crow would have
thinking
been
the same.
insane.
That's a feast for the Carrion Crow.
Yeah, the carrying crow's eating well today.
It's good when you get
Um,
the I was gonna say the trifecta, but he's missing he's
Griffin Vulture,
missing no, the bonus card.
Bayal,
But yeah, Falconer, Carrion Crow, and having a
Falconer,
lot of
yeah, and
killing birds
Rhythmologists,
is pretty good.
yeah,
Ornithologist, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I do like that Asia added the Bay Owl. I think it's cool to have like these kind of weird niche synergies, like all the predator powers, and like now with British
Yeah,
birds,
Bear is so cool.
you get like the fruit synergy going now with the black cap. Like there's some like and the ground nest synergy between this Malafowl and the orange footed scrub fowl. Like those are really cool. I like those. They're very fun.
Spamming ground nests is really fun. I also like a lot of the game ends are just fun too, because I also like the fairy ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, but in one of the birds I've been really liking recently that can make or break a game is the the killing bird that gets you 3 eggs in the grassland.
Oh, the black-shouldered kite. Yeah,
Yeah, the black-shouldered kite.
hate
And
that bird.
black-shouldered kite Bay Owl kind of gives you like indirect eggs on the round end as well.
It's very cool. Yeah, there's some very fun interaction with that. And like Bayal into Kookaburra is fun as well because Kookaburra is a predator
Hmm.
power for some reason. Um,
Yeah.
lots of neat little interactions like that.
They should make every kingfisher a predator power.
I think they are. Oh, except for the one in Europe, the bad
No,
one.
just the Oceania was. Well, actually, Oceania in Asia.
I think the Kingfishers are. It's just the
Europe-based
pink
game
power
are
one.
not.
The pink power Kingfisher is a predator. It's just the pink power, so it doesn't do anything. Anyway,
Well,
white-headed
belted
duck.
kingfisher is not a predator, but the sacred
Oh yeah, you're
kingfisher is
right.
a
Yeah.
predator.
All right, what do we got?
Orologist doable
Zoologist?
if you have the
Eh,
red-legged partridge.
I mean, just
Play
play.
carrion crow, lay eggs, lay eggs.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what I was going to suggest. Just give up on this King Rail. It's a waste of time. Don't play this bird.
It's a waste of time, and your lay eggs action is way stronger.
Yeah, you'll get all the points off Zoologist. Bunch of points from the Carrion Crow. I think that's a really strong in game for him.
Hmm. Plus, I think he's ahead, so I think I always go for the safe option if I'm ahead.
I think this is a game of bonus cards a little bit, and I think the fact that all these lovely Predator powers that come up for Labude have been very fortuitous, and not quite the same story on the Omnis on Pat's side. So that's kind of held their game back a little bit.
Okay, so we don't see Orologist.
Yeah,
We
surprising.
see Wayne.
Surprising. It does suggest that they don't want to go for this double egg, and they're probably just gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they're gonna play King Rat. I don't know.
Hmm. I'm looking at the options, and I just don't. Unless they wanna. No, they can't even activate the gold quest again because they're not gonna have a bird to play and to throw away.
They
I
can
don't
play
see
the
an option that's
Kestrel,
more
but
attractive. Yeah, they could play, but they don't have a bird to throw away if they want to
yeah,
like take food and then play Kingway. I don't see an option that's more attractive than laying eggs twice right now.
but after playing this Carrion Crow, obviously.
are fairly secured in the forest with the Gold Quest Lore Kit combo.
Yeah, the nectar is...
Definitely losing it in the wetland.
Yeah, I think don't even bother for it. Like, just stick to the plan. Yeah, get the carrion crow in. Yeah,
Maybe they...
I think they're gonna kick themselves when they
Michael
realize that
says...
actually. So go ahead.
Michael's saying they didn't keep Ologist because they want to put all the eggs on the Gold Quest.
Ah, for the end of round. Yeah, that's... I don't know if I like that, actually. I think, like... It's
You lose
3
3
points or
points on
3
the bonus
points.
card.
It's 3 points or 3 points, right? It's 3 points you get on a Zoologist versus the 3 points.
When you go from winning to losing, it's technically a 6-point swing. But I don't
That's
know. I
assuming you
think
win it.
with the partridge, you can get 4 eggs on Gold Quest.
I think, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they were just trying to be risk averse, I suppose. And actually, the Zoologist would have also been 3 points. So I mean, I don't know. Like I think it would have been like
This kind of feels like
maybe.
a mistake. I don't know.
So I don't think it's going to matter particularly, but maybe they're
No, this
thinking, oh,
was
maybe there's like an
very
Indian
small.
vulture or a greater adjutant around the corner and don't want to like give away points on a Zoologist or something.
Possible. So it
Like
would be
Pat is
difficult to do.
never qualifying wetland ranger, like never.
Yeah, 1-7 and then topping that up.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
So canvas back over the Gallinule. Has to be Says Phoebe at the end. He can win the grassland nectar as well. Okay,
Yeah, I
he
just need to.
can. Well, he can tie one and win the other. That's gonna tie them on nectar overall.
Yeah, I think basically you play canvas back here if you think you can win the end of round, and you play Gallinule otherwise.
But Gallinule is just worth so many more points.
Like I said, well, if you think you can win the end of round, then you go for the canvas back because that gives you the lost points up, right? Basically. And if you don't think you can win the end of round, then you should just be playing this Gallinule because it's just worth more points.
I think he would win. Yeah, he wins the end of round regardless, right?
Oh, Labude is probably going to win
No,
the end of round.
he would tie.
Will he
What
tie?
does that would have besides Gold Quest? Just Gold Quest, right? So
Mm,
6 max.
yeah, how many bonus do we have here? 1, 2, 3,
And
4.
Safe Phoebe would lay 5.
Oh yeah, so
You get 6 toe. You tie if you play Gallinule, you tie. If you play Canvas back, you win.
there we go. Then it's absolutely worth playing the canvas back. I'm sad the Eagle Owl only got one chance to show its stuff, but it did hit twice, so good job.
It makes Canvas back the same amount of points, I think. Yeah,
But
same
you
amount
feel
of
better
points,
for
but
winning the end of round.
you have it. You get a better tiebreaker.
Exactly. And you feel better about winning the end of round. I always like
Yeah.
that. Alright, looks like we're about to
Oh
see
no,
a
he
final score
won
come
Nectar
in.
into Habitat.
And let's see. I think bird points. Patty is way ahead on the bird points, but I think the pain's going to start coming in with these bonus cards. End of round goals, we know Labude was very strong.
Let's see the cached food as well.
Cash food is going to be significant. And then the nectar's going to be tied up. But in the end, Labude gets the win in game 1. Really nice work on the Falconer bonus card. Like, unfortunate bonuses for Patty.
For sure. That was kind of I'm not gonna say a dream Falconer game, but a pretty good one with Gold Quest and a bunch of Forest Falconers.
I think Pellet Sector is also pretty good for a Falconer board, right?
Yeah, for
Like that
sure.
is it's kind of like
And
it's maybe not like rodentologist, but it's up there.
no, for sure, it's super easy to do. Partridge also pretty clutch mid game sort of compensated for the lack of eggs. Yeah, I think it's a well-played game from Labude, but things also came at the right moment really smoothly for him.
But yeah, sometimes that's how things go. But I think both players did a good job, and I think I don't know. I'm hoping now that we're gonna get a pat win and gonna get a game 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, looks like both players are good to go, so we can get into game 2 as soon as we like.
I feel like the community as a whole has been getting faster at playing games. I don't know if it's just my impression, because I've been on this Discord server for a long time, and I very rarely have games that take like even more than 50 minutes now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think most games are coming in
36
around
minutes
the
for
half
this
hour
one.
mark. It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
36
I think
minutes
half an hour's
for
about right.
no goal round one. That's
I think these
pretty
days,
good.
like, I think round 1 is like there's a lot of games where it's like round 1 you don't have to really make that many decisions. You just kind of do the stuff that the game says you should do. And go from there. So let's see what we got here from Labude. Well, that's the best card in the game. Well,
Do you think it's better than the Grebe?
um,
I think
I
the
don't
Grebe has
know
at least
actually.
2 advantages. Obviously, it's cheaper, but having 2 X spaces, it doesn't matter as much nowadays.
It is up there. Who cares? It's amazing.
Yeah. I think you don't even
if
have to
show
look
me a
at any of the other birds. If you have that in your starting hand, it's a good starting hand.
exactly. I mean, if you give me a starting hand with both Crested Grebe and Wilson Storm Petrel, I'll make that decision on that day. But until that happens, you take
Oh no,
either of
no,
them.
you can play both. Yeah, no fish. That's a mistake, right?
No
That's gotta
fish.
be
No, he's gonna take
no,
the
no,
great.
no,
He's gonna
no.
take
Great tit. Yeah.
yeah, great tit snowy owl, and whoa, we have a raven game. Ooh, spicy.
We do have house rule, right?
Yes, we do. We do have house rules.
That's
But
that's not a great starting hand.
it is a starting hand that has some potential. I mean, you take Raven and Whooping Crane, and I don't know about anything else that's worth keeping. And then you have to hope that the common Sandpiper is still in the tray, which it will be. House Crow, I guess maybe you can keep it to throw it for an egg or something. And then just hope the common Sandpiper draws you the pieces for a Raven game.
Hmm.
It can work. It can work. I can see the vision.
Black Stork, I think, has potential.
You don't have time for Blackstalk in a Raven game. You just don't have time to build out your other habitats to get the value out of it. Like Raven games are so brain off and do things. They're kind of annoying.
Well, Black Stork, Sandpiper, you know.
I agree that
I don't
there's
know.
synergy there. I just think if you go with a Raven, you just don't really have the tempo to get that in any reasonable time while still being able to win the game.
It
I don't
is
know
very
about Ranger
difficult to
Keep.
get tempo in a Raven game, especially like right now with no great like cheap birds and no great duo options. Because even Sandpiper by itself, it's not that good.
It's good enough, right? Like it gives you eggs, which is like sorry, it doesn't give you eggs. It gives you the extra card, which is super
Yeah.
important. And then it really just depends on what stuff comes up. I think Labude takes Snowy Owl and Great Tit here, plays Great Tit, then goes for the Wilson Storm Petrel. Those are
Ooh,
interesting options.
I think you have to deny California Quail.
I agree. I think you have to go spend the nectar and take Common Sandpiper and California Quail here.
Yeah.
I think I don't even know if you want to play California Quail in the grasslands for the Raven, but knowing your opponent
It's really
already has
expensive.
Great Tit, you just have to deny it.
Yeah.
We'll get Timu Raven coming up. I think, don't
The
want.
American Crow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you want to be playing that though. I think that one.
California Quail could work just for Ranger, technically.
Yeah, California Quail can work. It's just tricky. I
I
mean,
think
California Quail is often seen as like a forest raven anyway, because you kind of get two food and an egg, similar to what Raven
yeah.
provides.
Ah no, sorry, I meant for like technically you could play into grassland.
Yes, yes, I know what you mean. So
Okay.
it's like, I don't know, I think there's some tough choices to be made here. White-throated swifts,
Okay.
I don't know about the crow. That's asking much. And Sata Dragapan, I mean,
I
Labude just has to,
mean,
I think they have to single draw this. That's so painful. This is the problem of delaying your wetlands bird, by the way. Like, your opponent
yeah,
starts
yeah.
getting birds from the tray, and then you
I wouldn't,
force
I
into all these
wouldn't,
suboptimal decisions.
I wouldn't take it to be honest.
Yeah, I would.
I
I think
don't
it's
like
amazing.
wasting that much time when you have Wilson Storm Petrol. It's just such a bad, yeah, it's a wasted turn
Uh,
basically.
I fully disagree on that.
Oh no,
I
sorry,
re
I thought he had my mistake. I thought he already had California Quail.
No, 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 no. I think in this situation, I think you have to take Sata Dragapan. I think it is just it completes the forest. It solves the egg
hmm
problem. It really sucks that you have to lose a turn of your highly efficient Wilson Storm Petrel. But Seta Dragapan could be, next to Pileated Woodpecker, the best bird to possibly find in this situation.
Oh look, it's your least favorite bird.
The American Crow. Although, Silver
No,
Eye. Oh, yeah,
this
Silver Eye. Yeah, that bird can. Yeah.
I was just thinking Silver might be playable. Um,
It would be wild if they played Silver Eye.
because technically, well, I don't think you want to play any more grass and birds that don't give you points if you already have Crow and you're gonna play Raven.
Yeah, I think you definitely have to play California Quail here, though. I think you're just going to need the egg production to keep up with two very hungry corvids.
What is this grassland analyst?
Yeah, grassland analyst. Mandarin duck. I don't know why we have Snowy Owl in the game. Sorry, before Wilson Storm Petrel. I think now Labude again has a really difficult decision to make around Mandarin duck, which is, I think, also a very, very strong bird. Um, Not essential
I
because Wilson
also
Storm Petrel should kind of solve that problem, but it's amazing for the Raven player, if nothing else.
the Mandarin duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's a bit it's a bit awkward food-wise right now for for Paddy.
Yeah. Um, Very annoying food,
Well, at
but
least technically, I think usually in that position. Ooh, Warbler.
oh, this is
No, you gotta.
tough.
I think I'll go for Warbler every time.
I think
Because
with Seta
as good as
Trackpan.
Mannequin is, um,
Ooh,
you're
what's with
building such a
Swift?
powerful forest by having the ability to draw from tray by taking food.
I agree with you. I think that the Warbler is really strong. I do see the reason to not take it, given that you have Seta Tragapan, which is giving away cards, and you just may end up in a situation where you have no bad cards, sorry, to give away. So I
hmm
can kind of see the logic, but it is a tough one because it is one of the premier birds to take. Himalayan Monal.
Oh, you gotta take that.
This bird is actually a full trap in this game. Full trap.
Because you don't
My
want to go give food to the Raven player?
100%, yes, you don't want to do that. Yellowhammer, okay, this is all coming out a little bit too easy for Labude now, I think. That's the power of Wilson Storm Petrel.
Uh, mm, I think White
Really?
Turkey
Not
is
take.
tempting, but
Really?
Yellowhammer is it's still 3 turns at the end of the day, you know.
Oh, wow, yeah, I'm surprised to not see Yellowhammer kept. I think I think Labude had exactly the right setup to kind of really destroy on that setup. But
I think
I can see.
mono is still good. Um, it gives you a little bit more flexibility and also means you can do the end of round without having to lay eggs.
Yeah, I I don't know. It's a tough one. I think the thing that I love about the Monal is that it's actually kind of balanced compared to like Chipping Sparrow. um, you do have to you do actually have to think about what your opponent is doing when you play that bird and whether or not you can actually sustain it and feed it and be able to use it when your opponent is doing stuff. And yeah, I think when your opponent is in the situation where they've got no food access, say for an American crow, it's even when the Raven comes online, Puffin. This
Okay,
is all a
okay,
bit.
okay.
This is Wilson Storm Petrel in action here.
Mm-hmm.
Patty is spending a lot of turns with this really inefficient grasslands, and it is a little bit of a. It is starting to hurt them a little bit.
Yeah, well, they had such an awkward end to round one food-wise.
Yeah.
And plus, they had a lot of turns as well where they took cards without having an egg on the sandpiper.
Yeah, once this Raven goes in though, like the grasslands is now very alive. Um, now what
And
do
you
they
can
do?
get California quail down right after as well.
But they can't.
Oh,
Because the problem, if they do that, then they're not going to do anything on Ranger. So I think it's Bulbul that's going to be played.
okay, so you're gonna get a dead activation on Bulbul basically.
Yeah, and that's super awkward. But otherwise, you miss the 3 points on Ranger.
So you miss a point, you get 3 more points, and technically it's a more valuable bird. But
Yeah,
it's
I'm
an
not a
awkward
fan of the
position.
Bulbul, but I guess it works.
Yeah, the engine is so awkward right now.
I think really
Which way
the
is the Bulbul facing?
facing right, so it does hit end of round. But here,
I don't know.
like,
It's difficult for me to see a Paddy comeback in this game.
I don't know. Like, I'm worried about this Monal. I really am. I really think that going Seder Tragapan. Oh, actually, Seder is actually spooky as well with the White Threaded Swift now in the game.
Hmm.
I did forget about that. But I think, with the Red Start, Puffin, there's a lot of good things going for Labude at the moment. I don't know about this Mandarin Duck right now. I think you got to do Bulbul, then Mandarin Duck.
Yeah, and then you have an awkward Nectar just hanging around as well.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, are they going to do
what's the plan
Junko?
now with the two food? You can't play Junko, it's terrible.
I agree.
Unless you're hoping to get a free food from the mono, and then you play the Whooping Crane. I mean, I
Yeah,
do understand prioritizing seeing more cards.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
I agree. Getting Mandarin Duck in the game is important.
but they're again in a position where they have such an awkward food.
Yeah. Like if they'd taken the fruit instead of a nectar, then they could just take the Bulbul food here and be fine. But I guess they just discard nectar and take some food. I guess.
Did just got two food?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. They're taking the Bulbul food. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, not terrible, but at the same time, now you're gonna play Boo Boo without using Nectar. So you're sort of
Not
making it
ideal.
more difficult to win the Nectar in the grassland.
Yeah. Not
Because he's already
ideal.
behind, he's gonna have 4 birds down.
Yeah. It's looking tough.
Meanwhile,
I mean, if
Labude
there is
has
a
so
saving
many good
grace, is
birds
that
to play.
yeah. I mean, if it's a saving grace, I think that the boot is not in a hasn't completely run away with the game just yet because that early round one slow
Yeah, yeah,
tempo
yeah.
kind of stunted things a little bit. But you can imagine they're not drawing for the rest of the game, and they're just playing out all these birds in hand, and they're gonna score very well.
Think from Labude, what? Ooh, Franklin's
Franklin's
girl.
Gull. Ooh.
How much of an impact is that gonna have? Is Indian Peafowl better?
Indian Peafowl is better, I think. I think Franklin's Gull is also a little
Do you
bit of a
give
trap.
Indian Peafowl? Yeah, I don't really like it. You already have, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'm using my words really well right now. But no, you
Yes.
already have Sandpiper down.
Yeah, I mean,
Peafowl is just better. I think Peafowl is just better.
what are you looking for to play? I mean, I don't know. It also doesn't help with Ranger, so I guess you just
Yeah,
abandon that and hope you find Booby or Kiwi.
and you want points right now. That's what you need,
For sure.
Then you're
I
gonna have free
guess
birds in
actually,
your grassland that consume points instead of
actually,
making them.
you kind of don't mind Franklin's Gull though because it helps with the end of round. I mean, the Bulbul does as well, but I mean, Franklin's Gull is probably, is it better than the Bulbul at this point? I don't know. I
You
think
could
Bulbul
draw the
makes
blue
sense.
throat as well.
The Blue Throat is kind of okay. Stop using this American Crow. Get an extra point off Ranger.
Yeah, and a lot of egg spaces as well.
Mm. And Labude's Forest is fully online now, but it's not a point scoring forest, and that's kind of why I was thinking Yellow Hammer would have been really nice for him because then his forest doesn't need to be point scoring forest. You can turn that food into points via crazy teal activations. So we'll
Hmm.
see how the rest of the game pans out. Although we
Well,
are expecting those
I
bonus
guess
cards to
what he
come in.
was thinking is that eggs is sort of a dead activation for him.
That is true. Well, I didn't have the red start then, but yes, I see what you mean. But yeah,
I'm not a
very much a
fan of
game
the
of.
white-headed woodpecker.
You don't think? I do think it's probably a little bit too much food, but I think the idea here is just they can generate 6 food a turn, possibly 7. Good with the collared dove that they have in hand. Um, Good to get the food they need for like something to play with mannequin. Like they just play everything in their hand and do well.
Well, to be fair, I think if Labude knew he was gonna get Himalayan Monal, he would have kept the Takendwa Warbler.
For sure. Yeah, I think so. So Franklin Skull
Probably
did go
play
into the
another
game.
two birds. Actually, lacking on eggs.
Brolga. That's a lot of eggs.
What's your plan? What's your plan have for Labude? Do you take food once and then play Puffin? Get the
Um,
4 eggs in the forest? Or do you lay eggs?
I think you might do. You could do like. I think you lay eggs here and then play the collared dove. Like I think that bird is just. If you're not playing it now, why do you have it? Kind of thing. Because I really think that like, I mean, everything in their hand is good. Just I don't know. I mean, I can see the argument to play Puffin or Godwit or something to see what the bonus cards are, but that's not going to change the birds you're going to play. So it doesn't really matter. And play the collared dove now. Get your tucks on the bird and score them points.
I like laying eggs, playing Cold Dove, and then you can just take food twice and play 3 birds next round.
Yeah, again producing so much food. They're going to have a free card as well to throw with the Mandarin Duck, so they will be able to generate a disgusting amount of food.
Mm.
And they don't even need to play 3 birds because they've got the mannequin to play something at the end of the game. So they could run out of
Yeah,
things to
that's
do
true.
actually.
Well, they're gonna get another card with the Godwit as well.
Yeah,
So
true.
hopefully something decent in trade that they can get.
Oh, House Sparrow came up. It's not better, but it's fun. Okay, going for the Godwit. Okay.
Maybe
Wildlife
taking the
Gardener.
blue. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Can complain
Red
about
Crown
that.
Crane. I think
I
this
was
bird
thinking
is.
Godwit's a decent play now because you still have blue throat in case you don't get anything.
Yeah. I don't think Red Crown Crane is very good, but it's okay. You don't need good cards. You've got great cards already.
I think it's a very overrated bird.
Yeah, I
People
don't think
people
people.
tend to focus on the very niche synergies of it without actually
Yeah,
like fully understanding what the
Spoonbill is
power
a
means.
Spoonbill's a really good find for Pat though, so that's nice.
Ah, yeah,
Um,
for sure.
but yeah, like basically the reason this bird isn't that good is like except in cases of like Visionary Leader and Winter Feeder and stuff, you are literally just drawing a bonus card. There's no other
Yeah.
benefit for a bonus card.
No, it's true. And I see it so much online that people like they say, "Oh, I was able to score ESP twice with the crane," but
I mean,
you know,
sure.
you throw it away. I don't know. It's why
Yeah,
people misunderstand this bird so much.
I think like if you've got Rybill, sure, go ahead, score ESP twice, fine, win the game that way. But like, yeah, I agree with you. It's very misunderstood. And sometimes it is a fine play because you're going to like get another bonus card and whatever, it's okay. But like in general, I think
When you compare it to like the booby, for example.
yeah, exactly. It's not even in the same class, right? It's like I think like Great Indian Bustard is like the comparison, but like they're like in totally different galaxies, like not even in the same like universe. It's crazy. ESP. Speaking of,
Oh, you get
okay,
ESP. I was trying to figure out how to do a poll.
yeah. So Pat just got ESP, which is really nice, but they don't really have any other bonus words to go with, and it's we curious to see. And Labude low rolls with Bird Feeder. I think Large Bird they could keep, but they're not going to. Large Bird. I think Red Crown Crane would be worth it then because you'd qualify Large Bird, but it's still okay. That's still going in for cards with Franklin's Gull. I think by this point in the game, maybe giving up those eggs, maybe not great. I guess they are kind of right at the limit in terms of eggs, so I guess it might be okay.
Is Pat winning this end of round? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Maybe
1, 2, 3 for Labude. I don't know. Looking at it right now, I feel like it's actually
it's gonna be
much
close.
closer than I thought this game was gonna be.
Yeah, and the reason is that this
They're
forest
pretty
is not
equal
scoring
on
points.
Nectar. They're pretty equal on. Yeah, they're gonna be equal on end of rounds.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to whatever this Puffin finds, really.
Maybe, yeah.
I think you play Australian Raven and you lay eggs, I guess.
And yeah, Labudi is gonna max out Bird Feeder if he plays
Will
the Dove.
Okay, I missed the count. If he does
Go
Dove
back.
into Red Crown Crane, okay,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, now Pat can just take a turn of eggs and doesn't even have to use the Raven to cash anything on the Raven. Bird feeder getting scored, fair enough. Wait, okay,
Okay. Okay.
maxed out viticulturalist. Okay, nice,
Can't
maxed out
complain
Viti.
about that.
That is a high roll. That is a high roll if I ever seen one.
I mean, Paddy is ahead right now, but that's a very high scoring end game for Laboud.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of all worked out very much in Labude's favor.
That is an insane amount of nectar generated throughout the game, I think.
Yeah.
18.
All right. Yeah, it could be close, but I think that Red Crown Crane finding Viticulturalist might have just done enough.
That was such a good pull. And Puffin is gonna finish the
Wildlife
Cup
Gardener.
as well. Well, not
Yeah.
finish, get the first stage. Bobbling for the taunt.
Another EOR win for Pat. Ooh, it's could be a close one.
Okay, actually, yeah, yeah, it really comes down to this Puffin. Actually, he might. How many cash? No, 5 cash. Okay, I think it actually is gonna really come down to this Puffin.
Yeah, if the Puffin blanks, I think Pat has it. And if the Puffin doesn't blank, I think it's
Actually, no, I
Labude's.
think because I didn't count for wildlife specialist. Oh,
Doesn't
okay.
blank. It high rolls.
That's some of the best bonus card draws that
Oh,
have been
that's
done in the
painful.
game.
Yeah, that's insane. That
Wow,
is
okay.
insane. Wow. Ouch.
Yeah, like good bonus cards from Labude this game too.
Yeah, it couldn't ask for more realistically. I mean, it's gonna be close-ish. I mean, those are both really, really good scores. But yeah,
For sure, for
unfortunately, not
sure. I
enough.
mean, they both outscored last game where they had no goal, so
Yeah, yeah. I
they
mean, they
did
both
really
players
well.
played really well. But GG's Labude, your Razor Aerial Tussle grand final winner. Well played, well played.
Very, very well played. I'm very surprised um, with how close this game was.
Gonna unmute
It does
players
appear
now.
that
So
Labude would have won even with a Puffin miss, but yeah, that's a good bonus card.
yeah,
Quote,
some
okay.
crazy pulls. I mean, the viticulturalist into the mechanical engineer. I mean, bonus cards. Really, really impactful. But overall, two really high quality games. So really, really enjoyed those.
Mm-hmm.
All right, looks like we're gonna
Yeah,
get Labude
Franklin's
and
Girl
Pat.
ended up being a much better bird to play than I expected.
Looks like we're gonna get Labude and Pat. Hey guys, GG's, well played. Congratulations, Labude. I believe this is your second tournament win. I could be
Hello.
wrong. Hey, hey,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
You.
That was a pretty crazy end to the second game there. I mean, that Red Crown Crane and the Puffin doing some really heavy lifting there. Oh yeah. So, I'm not sure if Laboot hears me properly, but if they do, they can say whatever they want. But I know Pat can hear me. Commiserations, Pat. What are your thoughts on the series? And that was a pretty rough game one and awkward game two.
I'm just gonna blame the draws. No, I think the first game was tough because yeah, I just couldn't find anything worth playing. I kept going to wetlands and finding like 3-point birds. That was kind of rough, but that's okay. I mean, I think the I don't know if you guys could see on the screen, but I was like, this is so clearly Falconer or Rodentologist, and that bonus card has got to be worth 1 billion points. And then the Carrion Crow came out, and I was like, oh, that's like 11 points for me because of Omni, and I could get it, obviously, which made sense. So, yeah, first one, I think, like, I played okay, but I think got a little bit unlucky. I think the second one, when I was just thinking back, if the Puffin, well, it sounds like the Puffin and the Red Crown Crane pulled some crazy good cards. If I played Raven and Wetlands, I can win Nectar, that's 6-point swing. And then if the bonus cards are a little bit worse, I could win. So it's probably a mistake on my part. But annoyingly, the tray kept I kept clearing the tray for better cards to come, like the Monal and then the Red Star, and I thought I can't deny it anymore because I'm drawing like 2 cards only. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe that was also a mistake. But no, very well played by Labude. Yeah, those are my thoughts.
I think in
Yeah.
game 2 there was a lot of awkward timing for both players, to be honest, with the tray, where they had to draw at times where they really didn't want to draw. Because yeah, you did do a lot of eggless draws with the Sandpiper.
Yeah, it didn't feel good, but I can't remember exactly what was in the tray, but I yeah, had to stop it. But it's tough.
It's tough for sure.
Labude can't hear us, but I'm gonna ping him and let him share some thoughts.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I still can't hear Plexa, I think, but talking.
I think I heard Puffin. And that's pretty
Microphone.
much it. Which
Puffin
is a
good.
good description of the end game, to be fair.
I was pretty lucky at the end there. I was very confident with the start, WSB, and great bits, like an amazing start. And then the Monal and like good birds kept popping up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw his board, and I was a little stressed out at the end with that engine, but it worked out. The better bonus cards, the head start.
Yeah. Working out it did, for sure. I mean, I think it ended up way closer than it could have been. I think you both played extraordinarily well, to be fair, because from Paddy's side, it looked like such an awkward game, and I think from your side, Labude, you managed to capitalize on what you already had really well, and that's an impressive ball at the end. It's quite funny that you both outscored game 1, which was a no goal round 1 game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a bad one. I mean, I hate those hunter games. It's so awkward because you don't generate any resources. But you know, he had the worst, so
Mm-hmm.
it worked
Yeah,
out.
it gave me an extra 3 turns to draw bad cards.
Yeah. Usually, like I mean, I kept getting more hunters like all over the place, so it was okay. But it just usually doesn't work out that well, and it was still an average score, so just had the worst cards, I guess.
All right. Mother Love, you can close us out because Labude can't hear me.
Labude can hear you, and he can hear me.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
only hear Mother Love and Patty.
That's because I'm in Europe, innit? Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, thanks both for playing. That was a great display of Wingspan. Plus, I think we saw quite a few unique builds this game. It was very enjoyable for me. Thanks, obviously, everyone who
Thank you for
watched
streaming.
for joining. Because, you know, without anyone joining, we would be streaming for nothing. And Plexa for hosting. And
All done here.
that's it.